Welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. Today I'm going to do a 2-for-1. The earlier video that I put up today, the one on the Honor T28, is such a short video that I thought I had another short video lying around that I thought I would like to share with you as well. So I put the two up in the one day. They do not thematically combine into a single video, so I put them up as two separate videos. This one is all about Lemming Trains. Lemming Train, for those of you not familiar with it, are a phenomenon in the world of tanks where everybody goes the same way. And usually what happens with the Lemming Train is the Lemming Train trundles along until it meets the enemy, which it outnumbers usually 5-1 or better, and the lead tanks in the Lemming Train then proceed to engage the enemy tanks, and everybody else kind of sits back and waits their turn. And frequently, the Lemming Train loses. So practically the entire team, except for a single medium tank, have come up the mountains. Now, bulk of the team coming up the mountain is common enough on Erlenberg, and it is a legitimate tactic, shall we say, as long as people don't stop here at the top. Now I'm doing what I have done several times before with Lemming Trains. It usually ends in grief, but at least you get out of the whole situation. It's just I've kept pushing. I've pushed up into this niche here. Once I get rid of that light tank that's spotting, I'm actually pretty hull down. I'm not completely covered, but I'm pretty hull down from the tanks down in the field. And one more round should get rid of him. The rest of the team are kind of fighting from on top of the hill, which is not a great location, even though it might seem to be. Simply because you're spotted by the tanks just directed to the north of me. And they can spot you without too much risk. And when you poke out the fire, you can be fired on by pretty much everybody on the northern edge of on the enemy team. Whereas right now I can really only be fired upon by artillery, which there's none on the game, or that Black Prince, and now I'm just exposed to the KV3. Or perhaps all the tanks that were down with the KV3, but the KV3 has come a little too far forward, so he's visible in the middle of the field. I'm not sure if the render range extends down. It doesn't extend down to the cap circle, so it's possible to have tanks down there that are the edge of the water that are difficult to spot. And now that we've got rid of the tanks in the field, we can deal with these couple of tanks. So the KV2 has just been got rid of. The Knight is making a run for it and has made the mistake of pausing. So he's gone. And there's just the M6 left. And with just the M6 left, the Lemming Train is moving again. And the thing about the Lemming Train is if you can get them moving the second time, they'll keep moving. It doesn't matter what you do after this, or what I do after this. The Lemming Train is now on the road again. Their confidence is up. It's a bit like a dog that's found the other dog running away from it. Their confidence is up and they're much more willing to give chase and much more willing to be aggressive. Whereas before this, they weren't. And I managed to get away with it this time in the sense that I'm not very badly damaged. I have no module damage and I have only a small amount of hit points missing. So my tank is in pretty good shape. Now the remaining defenders are likely to be on the hill on the western side of the map, sorry. And the first one has just peered into view. I don't have a clean shot of him yet. And I want to get down into the lower ground at the back of the cap circle if I can. It's a KV1, which can be challenging enough armor wise, but somebody set it on fire and that's it out of the way. And as you can see what I mean there by the team being much more aggressive. You'll see quite a few tanks actually passing me now. I'm having trouble with the M4, so I switched to the T34, which is a much softer target. And he's got rid of as well. So the M4 is remaining, and he's pretty hull down, so it's going to be a tricky enough target. And he's actually doing effective damage. Now there's a toaster below it, and this I need to get rid of because that's a very deadly gun and he's just after carving away about half my remaining hit points, but we managed to get rid of him. Took another hit from the Jumbo Sherman, and there's an 88 down the field. So I need to get into cover now so as to minimise the number of tanks that can shoot at me. But the team has pushed on, and There's 4 tanks, 3 tanks in advance of my position right now, so there's only 2 remaining enemy tanks. So now I'm pretty much out of view, and I have 3 shots on this 88. And that's it, it's pretty much game over. That's it, game over. So a nice quick victory. When the Lemming Train works, and we have 2,000 damage, 1,000 assisted damage, 2nd class mastery, steel wall, and a Confederate. And how do we do by score? We came number 1 by experience. So if you can make the Lemming Train use this numerical advantage, it can really work. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you again soon.